Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Friday, September 7, 2012. Two very serious earthquakes have struck southwestern China today. That's a mountainous region in Yunnan province and neighboring Guizhou province. The first quake was about a 5.7. There were some 20 aftershocks. One aftershock was actually a 5.6. At least 50 people have been reported dead so far. Several hundred are still missing. Power and communications are cut off to remote villages. Xinjiao News Service is reporting that 20,000 homes have either been damaged or collapsed. The government is saying that the hardest part now is the rescue. Roads are blocked and rescuers will have to climb the mountains to reach hard-hit villages. Doubtful that there will be too much insured loss in this area. Meanwhile, today is Friday in the Islamic world, and that means it's prayers day at the mosques. And a bomb, in fact, exploded outside a mosque in Damascus, Syria, killing at least 5 people. This is being reported by the anti-government rights groups project. It occurred after the Friday prayers in northern Damascus. Apparently it was carried out by a terrorist on a motorcycle loaded with explosives. He detonated himself at the exit of a mosque in the Rukniden district of Damascus. The U.S. unemployment numbers are out. The good news is that the unemployment rate dropped from 8.3% in July to 8.1% in August. The bad news is that that's only because less people are looking for work. People have given up. Employers in the United States added only 96,000 jobs last month. This is down from what had been expected, about 125,000. The bleak report comes just 60 days before the American presidential election. Bermuda is preparing for Tropical Storm Leslie. It's actually a hurricane. It's been downgraded to a Category 1 storm. The good news for Bermuda is that it looks like it's going to pass about 160 miles east of the island. The country is still going to get a significant rain event, and the government is warning that it's a highly unpredictable storm, and people should be monitoring the broadcasts for the next 72 hours. It's again supposed to hit sometime on Sunday. And further out, about 900 miles southwest of the Azores Islands in the Atlantic, is the year's first Category 3 hurricane. This is Hurricane Michael. It's got sustained winds of about 115 miles per hour, but it is really out there. It's very far out to sea. It's about 930 miles west-southwest of the Azores Islands, moving to the northeast at 5 miles per hour. If you go to marinetraffic.com, you'll see that there are a number of ships out there, cargo ships and tanker ships. They're going to be in for a bumpy ride, that's for sure. Aon Benfield is reporting that Asia was hit by $460 million of insured losses during the month of August from 6 typhoons, which caused notable damage in eastern and southeastern Asia. We reported on them as they were happening. Typhoon Damri, Typhoon Tempin. The problem with some of those typhoons is that they double back and they hit the same area again the second time about a week later. A little bit of a afterword on the Costa Rican earthquake. When the bulletins began to come in on Wednesday, it seemed as if it was a potential disaster. Anytime you have a 7.6 earthquake, you expect the worst. However, the quake was relatively deep. Had it been any shallower, it would have caused significant problems. According to the Costa Rican authorities, the reason that the quake was less of an event than it could have been is because the building codes in Costa Rica are as strict as those in California and Japan. Only one person died, and that was because of a heart attack caused by fright, and the country suffered remarkably little damage, a few blocked highways and some collapsed homes, but that's about it. The Australian airline Qantas has hit a rough patch, and they've been downgraded by Standard & Poor's. They went from a triple B as in boy down to triple B minus with a stable outlook. This is after reporting 244 million Australian dollars in their first annual loss last year. You might recall that a lot of their problems began when they had the A380 incident taking off from Singapore, and they lost an engine and only by skill were able to bring the plane back and land it in Singapore safely. Yesterday, as if forecasting this event, the Australian airline announced that it would seek a major global alliance with Emirates Airline. In fact, that was consummated, which will see its European hub shift to Dubai. So That was a positive development according to Standard & Poor's, but its benefits would not be immediate. If you're a Yankee fan, you're getting worried. They can't seem to win. The Orioles are a tough little team, and I wouldn't be surprised what happened. Last night, the Democratic convention ended. So now everybody waits. 60 more days of campaigning and electioneering, and we will have an election in the United States. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching.